Alright, I'm kicking back my chair. I am adjusting my microphone because this video, first of all, hi second channel. Sorry that I've been neglecting you. There hasn't really been much to post, to be honest, and I've also just been kind of lazy. I'm sorry about that. This video is basically my therapy session. That's what this is. If you're confused on what's going on, I made a video on my main channel, which you should probably check out, by the way, looking back on what kind of year 2025 for me personally has been in terms of content. But I mostly kept that video strictly towards content and didn't really touch on many personal things other than like me dropping out of college, and that's pretty much it. I want to use this video to talk about more personal things that, I mean, some people that watch my main channel kind of just don't give a shit about, because that's just how the platform works nowadays. At the end of the day, we're content creators. Some people only care about our content and not about us as people, which sounds a lot more depressing than it actually is. It's kind of the same as like if you go to a restaurant, you expect your waiter to serve you. You don't care about the breakup that they had 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So let's get more into the personal stuff. What happened to the IRL aspect, or I guess just Daniel, which is my real name if you didn't know, in 2025. Honestly, a lot has happened. The year started off kind of bad because essentially, literally the second month into the year, I got dumped out of the most promising relationship that I have had up until that point, or at least that's what I thought it was at that time. I later found out that that was a complete lie, but we'll get into that. I did mention in the video on the main channel that I quit college at the start of this year and moved back in with my parents, which is still true to this day. Basically what happened, I got dumped, fell into a depression because it kind of just wasn't how I saw my future playing out, to be honest. And that was the state that my parents had discovered me in. Do you have any idea how fucking ashamed I was? Because honestly, I was having a great time up until then. That as soon as, like, the moment that anything goes wrong, that's when dad walks in and he's like, hey son, you look like shit. So I made the decision to move back in to basically just have people around me. I think that's honestly the main takeaway that I've gotten from this. I do want to move back out pretty much whenever I find a place, because unfortunately all the fucking apartments and houses that are available in this country are going to everyone that's coming into this country, not everyone that's already living in it. But it has kind of changed my perspective on the whole living alone thing, because when I was living in that apartment, I don't think you understand how little social interaction I was actually getting. I mean, I in general am a very, very antisocial person, which is a whole different topic, which I will get into later. But I think outside of whatever side job I had at the time, I hung out with other people genuinely, I think like once every 2 weeks, maybe even less often than that. And right now, it's honestly even worse. I don't hang out with people ever. Other than Sam, that's like literally the only person I hang out with anymore, because it's become a routine of us with like our gaming session. Before we would just, you know, call each other and play games for a few hours, and then that was kind of it. Catch each other up on whatever's going on, since we're both pretty busy people. At least he is. I, right now, as of me recording this, am not. But lately what we've started to do is Sam recently got his driver's license and bought himself a car. That means he's now 20 minutes away from me, basically. So there have been many instances of this motherfucker pulling up in my driveway at like 2 in the morning, and I was just getting to go like McDonald's or some other bullshit. There was also a very funny instance. I'm curious if I still have the clip. I should probably ask Sam if I'm allowed to upload this or not, but I was playing Bedwars with him in call, and he asked me at the start of the session, he said, hey, I have Jack Daniels next to me. Do we want to get food or not? Because if I'm driving, I can't drink. And I was like, you know what? I have had a lot of food today. I don't want any more. Drink your fucking Jack Daniels. Be my guest. So he starts drinking. 20 minutes later, his mom calls him, asking him that someone needs to, I think it was something about picking up his cousin or something from somewhere else in the country, and his mom was on speaker, so I heard the whole conversation. So Sam asks me like, hey, we're gonna have to make a little break because I have to pick up my cousin, nephew, or whatever the fuck it was. And I literally tell him, I'm like, you do remember you just had Jack Daniels, right? And he's like, oh wait, hey mom, I can't pick him up, I'm drunk. He literally needs me to tell him that. Like, I really hope I still have the clip. It's the funniest thing.
What's up?
Ja, nou, en die moet zo nog even naar Brakel heen en weer. Ga ik dat doen?
Daniel, kunnen we zo even een pauze doen, zodat ik even...
Jij hebt Jack Daniels op, remember?
Oh ja, wacht. Ik mag niet, want ik heb gedronken.
Ja, goed. Oké, joep.
Doei.
Jo.
Je bent echt mijn personal advisor. Ik zweer, als jij hier niet was, was ik gewoon die auto ingestapt.
Jij bent... Holy shit. Ik moet gewoon voortaan als ik bij jou in de auto stap, dat er gewoon een fucking zo'n... Wordt het zo'n... the
breathalyzer
yeah,
thingy.
precies. But yeah, right now I genuinely just have like only one person that I really hang out with, and I know that sounds very bad when you hear it like that, because it sounds like I'm just very lonely. I'm not. I have gotten myself into this scenario of being as antisocial as I am completely on my own accord, and the reason for that is genuinely I don't like people, as strange as that sounds, as a content creator whose idea of being on this platform, at least what the idea should be, is to entertain other people, which is kind of hard to do when you don't like people. I guess what I'm trying to say is I pay, well, some attention to what's going on in the world. I wouldn't say I pay like a great amount of detail. Like, I don't know every little thing, but I know the basics. I see the headlines, I see what goes on around the world, that kind of stuff. I just don't really read too deep into it. And I'm just not a fan whatsoever of the direction the world is going in. And I know that there's a lot of people like that nowadays, because there's a lot of, all the fucking activists, protesters, whatever the fuck is going on in America right now. But I also don't really want to be that, because first of all, a lot of those people, well, how do I put this lightly? They might need some mental assistance, but also I'm one guy. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I know that there's a lot of people that feel the same way that I do, that the world kind of is just going in a very bad direction. But the question that I'm asking myself is it really that the world took a bad turn somewhere in the past like 5, maybe 10 years? Or is it just that before we were too young to understand what was really going on around us, because we were too young to still understand what the fuck our own dick does? So we were just living this blatantly, happily ignorant life that we can't live anymore because now we're all adults with responsibilities. Is that what happened, or is shit actually just that fucked? I can't answer that for you, because I don't know the answer myself. I really do wonder which one of the two is it. I have a sneaking suspicion it's the latter, that we were just too ignorant and too stupid to understand what was going on before. But it could be a combination of both. I don't know. Now, I've talked about the whole me not really socializing with other people thing before with some close friends of mine and stuff. There was one conversation in particular that kind of stood out to me. There was one time that I discussed this with a buddy of mine, and basically he was trying to convince me that it's because I haven't found the quote-unquote right people around me, which, to dumb it down for you, basically that I would need to find more people, well, like Sam. I always use Sam as an example because genuinely, the guy's just a good dude. He's a good, successful dude with good intentions. He's a great friend, and he can adjust to pretty much any any kind of vibe that can be going on in a group, if that makes sense, which is very difficult for me to do. Certain vibes within groups I just can't be a part of because I just don't have that wavelength, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain. He doesn't really have that problem, and he's honestly the only one that I know that doesn't really have that problem. Almost everyone else that I think I've met has that problem in some way, shape, or form. But honestly, this whole thing, it's also started to make me question, maybe there's something deeper going on. Maybe there is actually something wrong with me that I've just never been aware of a day in my life. Because I'm extremely antisocial. I can't laugh on command, which is a very strange thing to mention, but it's true. I can't laugh or smile on command. It has to be genuine. Otherwise, I literally cannot do it. It is impossible for me to fake either a laugh or a smile. And for some reason, and I don't know if this has happened to anyone else, whenever I'm outside, out and about doing whatever it is that I need to do, I have normally a very neutral face, right? I think that's pretty normal for all of us. Like, you're just trying to get to your destination, if that makes sense. You're not going to be having any emotions on your face most of the time. For some reason, whenever I have a completely neutral face, people tend to think that I'm angry or upset about something. Has that happened to anyone else? Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm literally just focused trying to get to where I need to go. Why do you think that I'm angry about something? Like, what do you expect? Do you expect me to have a smile on my face 24/7, like fucking Joker style, like this? Like, literally, what am I what am I supposed to do in that scenario? There was also a point, and I can't remember for the life of me when this was, when it literally wasn't that long ago, but I think it was sometime in the previous month. I think it was around my birthday. Yeah, it was around my birthday, actually, because this was actually the first year that I did not celebrate my birthday at all. Last year, I still had some kind of celebration with, my family or whatever. This year, I did literally nothing. I think I got, just some birthday wishes from, some of my friends and, my family, and that was it. We didn't celebrate it whatsoever because I'm just sick of it. Past the age of, 19, 20, maybe 21, depending on how laws work in your country, basically past the age of when you're allowed to do everything, like, you know, drink alcohol, drive cars, fucking vote, all that stuff. Past that age, birthdays are more of a chore than a celebration. The reason I say that is because, at least in my case, and I don't know if this is the case for anyone else, every single time on my birthday, this has been the case for genuinely, I think, the past like 3 or 4 years, every single year on my birthday, I get a bunch of messages across different social media platforms from people that I used to talk to like eons ago that randomly message me and are like, hey, happy birthday. I know it's been a while since we've talked, but I hope we can get back to talking more consistently or whatever, because I've been super busy with stuff. First of all, bullshit. Respectfully, no matter how busy you are, texting someone takes 2 seconds. I can understand if this was like 2012 and not everyone had those, you know, smartphones yet for some reason, but we're in 2025. Every fucking 12-year-old nowadays has an iPhone. You have literally zero reason to not text someone for such a long time, except for you just don't care about them. You can love me or hate me for it, but that's my take on it. That alone pretty much just made me kind of hate my birthday, because it's mostly just that. And I mean, the kind of life that I'm living, most of the fun things that I can do on my birthday, I can do on other days as well. So like there's nothing I can do that would make my birthday special. You can make your birthday special by going to some nice, expensive place. Okay, I could do that any Friday evening if I pleased. You could make a birthday special by receiving a gift or a present from someone that would contain something that you have wanted for a very long time. Everything that I wanted to own, I have already bought myself. There is literally nothing left. Also, this is completely off topic, but one video that I do want to put on the second channel that I think I'm gonna do sometime at the start of 2026. I think I want to upload one last Aspect video, because there are still some questions left that I haven't answered, because I haven't made any videos on Aspect since, because I went into Counter-Strike. But I think I'm going to archive the channel in the Discord server, meaning that no one is going to have access to it anymore. I'm going to make one final video answering all the questions that are left, and that'll be kind of the final send-off. I think that's a very nice thing to do. Almost kind of as a thank you note to all of you that are still around, that have been supporting the channel since I was just Aspect, I guess. Before Aspect CS was born, I suppose. I guess I should also address the elephants in the room, which is, I've gotten the question many times of whether, if I had the chance to basically go back to variety content, but still keep all the, like, you know, good views and video performance that I have now, basically, with Counter-Strike, if I would do it or not. And I mean, I don't know why, like, I get this question so often, to be honest, because absolutely I would. Fuck yeah, I would. Because there are so many games that I could still make videos on if I still had it in me to do it. But that's the kind of other side of the coin here. I don't know if I still have it in me to be that kind of content creator, because the last time that I made a video like that, which was essentially just me let's playing, because that's kind of what my channel was mostly about. If we're not counting reaction videos, the last time that I made kind of a let's play type video was Five Nights at Freddy's Real Time, which I uploaded on July 26th, 2024. So that was a year and a half ago. I haven't really done that style of commentary ever since. I still do like narration type style because I need it for some of my videos, but actual gaming commentary is, I don't know if I still have it in me to do that and still have it be entertaining enough, because like it or not, I am not even close to the same person that I was a year and a half ago. People change, and people change very quickly. And we've all grown up, and I guess now here we all are. Do I miss that time? Absolutely, I miss that time. It was so much fun. It was so much fun making a video about a game that I'm actually passionate about playing and seeing other people actually enjoy it. But I need you guys to understand that that's not the person that I am anymore. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I will be able to go back to a style like that, because I think I've become too muted and too quiet as a person to still be able to pull something like that off, because at the end of the day, I'm not the person that I was a year and a half ago anymore, and I never will be. But I also need you to understand that I know this all sounds very depressing that I'm saying right now, but now that I've found a place and a game that I can make consistent content about, that I also actually play almost every single day, I couldn't have asked for anything better. It's caused a complete revival of my channel, if you will, and it's only going to go up from here. So I'm not complaining whatsoever. Even if it all sounds very depressing, the reason I'm talking about it so much is because people keep asking me about it. And yeah, I think that's about all I really wanted to say. This video is about twice as long as the original one was, but at least on the recording. I don't know how much of it is actually going to be in the video, because I did make some pretty long pauses in this one, so we'll see. I hope your year has been great as well. I hope you've achieve whatever it is you wanted to achieve. I don't know what that is, because I don't personally know you, which sucks, because I really do wish there was a world where I could meet everyone that's ever watched my channel, everyone that's ever enjoyed any videos of mine. I wish I could meet them. I wish I could talk to them, have a discussion with them, why they like the video, what is it that I do that made them that got them hooked, basically. Even if it's just for one video, I don't care. But now that there's almost 2,000 people on the main channel, that's just never gonna happen. It's just completely unrealistic, and I just wish that it wasn't. And I think that's everything. See ya.
I'm ostracized and traumatized by everything. I'm not alright, I'm lost inside, and anything I say, you better listen up closely. Mostly, I'm the one and only. Bring it home slowly. Hand your boy the trophy. Patience is holy moly. I got him hating on me like Michael hates Toby. Force like I'm Obi. You know the one Kenobi. Force